Hello and welcome, or welcome back if you're back with us for our second stream of the night. It's the Dolphins against the Eels, and hopefully this one is half as thrilling as the last. The 100th game for Selwyn Cobbo, who, as usual, will start on the wing for the Dolphins. So let's run through those teams. For the Eels, at fullback in jersey 18 is Sean Russell. The wingers, Brian Kelly and Josh Addo-Carr, as we get set for kickoff. The centres, Will Penasini and Jordan Semrani. The halves, Ronald Volkman and Mitch Moses. Gee, you're on the Dolphins. I like that. Up front for the Eels, Junior Paulo in jersey 10, who takes the first head up, and Luca Moretti. At hooker, Talon De Silva. The back row, Jack Williams, Kidione Kautonga, and the man who took the second hit up in jersey 15, Saxon Pryke. The bench, Apatwidle and Jack DeBellin drop back to the bench. Harrison Edwards, Tiancum Brown, Josiah Funa, and Kelma Tuolangi round out the bench for the Eels, with Jason Riles, the coach. For the Dolphins, it is the hammer. Habaso Tabuai for fullback Jermaine Asako and Selwyn Cobbo in his 100th game on the wings. Jack Bostock and Herbie Farmworth in the centres. As Mitch Moses kicks from just inside his 40 on tackle 5. Straight in the throat of Farmworth, and the Dolphins are going to start this set about 5 short of halfway. The halves, Cody Nikorima and Isaiah Qatar. Up front, it's Flegler and Gilbert, Tom and Tom. Jeremy Marshall-King at hooker. Brian Punui starts in the back row in jersey 17. Kulikefu Finafuaki in jersey 12 and Morgan Knowles in 13. Obviously, no Connolly Lemuelu, out injured this week. So Punui comes in after Max Plath, who is now on the bench, was originally named on the bench. As Bostock plays it here, tackle 3. Jeremy Marshall-King slips in behind the ruck. Ankle tap brings him down, and he'll play it at the 20. We'll get to the rest of the bench in a moment. Here it is. Raystone, Francis Molo, Felice Kafusi. As Finafuaki pushes his way forward to the 10. Brad Schneider and Jake Avarillo, and they're, of course, coached by Christian Wolf. The Dolphins now. Nikorima gives the short, flat ball to Punui. That will be the last tackle. I'll hand it over inside the 10. The Eels working out their own end. And O'Carr up to the 20. It looks like there's been a late change because Twiddle is out there. I'm just trying to work out what's happened here. So Twiddle looks like he's ended up starting in the centres. With Jordan Semrani on the bench. So we'll update those team lists. As the Eels kick from inside their half again here. There we go. That should fix that up for you. The Twiddle playing in the centres. Or is he playing at fullback and Russell's gone into the centres? Looks like Russell's playing in the left centre and Apatwidle will be at fullback. Jason Riles playing some little practical jokes and pranks as Bostock takes it up over the 30. Great to have you all tuning in. Jump into those comments. Let us know where you're watching from. You know the drill by this point. Twiddle tracking back the man bound for the Perth Bears. And they work it forward. Volkman at dummy half. Gives it on Twiddle. Brian Kelly. Eels keep working here. Apologies for that. My dog's just demanding some attention while we stream. Paolo now. Paolo. Going forward. Eels go to the air from 38 out. Cobbo has time and takes it cleanly. About 8 out from his line. He's met strongly by Pryke. Williams. Now, they send Farnworth forward. Could be one of the $1 million men very, very soon. Penasini to score, you think? It's been a handful in a few games recently. Looked much better as the Eels have built. Make sure to vote in our margin poll as well. I'm just going to flick the monitor over for a moment. I'll still keep calling. Just trying to fix a couple of things. Dolphins are the best team, Sugar Dumplings. Good to have you with us. There goes Penasini. That's your man, user HC. We'll get rid of that. There we go. We should be okay. Eels going on the attack. Katonga. Brought down a good tackle there by Bostock. Is it? No, a high tackle, says Jared Sutton. So penalty to the Eels on the attack here. 30 out from the line. 20 in from touch. Mitch Moses will kick for touch and find it 15 out from the line. Now here they come. De Silva gives it to Moretti. Ready for Moses for Bolo. Takes it inside the 10. He's 8 out from the line. Now they go short side. De Silva for Williams. He's probably been one of the Eels' best this season, Jack Williams. Moses for Volkman. Volkman, short ball. Kidione Katonga gets the ball on for Russell. No, didn't. He threw the dummy. He sold everyone as Volkman tries to take a dart, and he does. He darts through, shrugs off Morgan Knowles. And Ronald Volkman gets the opening try for the Eels. What about that? 4 points to nil. There's a little against the run of play. They got that penalty. Piggyback down there, and away they go. Ronald Volkman just backs his running game. It was Moses. Volkman picks it up 15 out from the line. Little show, little go. Gives it on. Katonga's tackled. They're drifting across in defence, and Volkman just gets out of dummy half. Shrugs off Flegler and Knowles. And the Hammer can't react quick enough to stop him getting it down. The Volkman gets his 7th try of the year. Just under 8 minutes remain until, just over 8 minutes gone. Try confirmed. Mitchell Moses will be the man to try and extend the lead. Carlene's up and about. She's happy. Hey, John. You're a happy fat chappy. I love that, John. It broke my heart a little bit, but it was a good game. So I'll give them that much. Moses from 4 to the left of the post makes the conversion. Thank you for bearing with me for the technical difficulties. Yeah, no, John, I was just fixing something up there, so I should be back now for you. 6 points to nil. The Eels lead this one. Storm on top, 27. There we go. Well, not going to be 26. How are you, mate? Good to have you along. 6 points to nil. The Eels get the jump start in this one. 8 minutes and 13 seconds gone. Taken from the kickoff by Brian Kelly. Jujabalo takes it forward and is met by Flegler and Gilbert. They continue to work it for the Eels. Play it through Kelly. They go 2 wide now to Moretti, the Italian stallion. Yeah, John, that's all good, mate. I was just fixing up some technical things in the background and also shoveling down a little bit of food. As Russell takes it forward over the 40, 10 in from touch. Hey, Storm on top. I'm not sure that I'm going for anyone. I think I'm just sort of backing my tip here, and I tipped the Dolphins to win. So I like my tips to be right. Would probably be my best summation of that. But I like the narratives of upsets, so I'll be happy either way. As long as we get a good game of footy. The Hammer takes the kick on the full here. 9:15 gone. He'll play it 19 out from his line. Now the 100 game of Selwyn Cobbo. Brian Kelly shot out of line and tried to hit him and nearly popped his own shoulder out. Cobbo just ran straight through it like it was a moist piece of paper. Herbie Farmworth now. Apollo up around the neck, needs to be cautious. Marshall King out of dummy half, gives it short to Flegler, who runs into Moretti. Moses in there as well, along with Saxon Pryke, who was elevated into the starting lineup for Jack DeBellin. Awesome Storm on top. I appreciate that. Thank you to all of you who have hit subscribe. And creeping up towards just one more needed for that 1850 milestone. So really excited about that. Always good just to keep chipping off little targets. Eels now bringing it out from their own end. Addo Carr. I think you got a bit of knee-on-knee contact there. And the Eels will play it on the 20. Twiddle the man. He was fullback. He wasn't fullback. Now he is fullback again. And Russell's gone to left centre. I thought it was an interesting move to move Russell to centre. Jason Riles with some shenanigans. As Pryke plays it. Now they go back to Moses on tackle 5. He'll kick it straight down the throat of the 100 gamer. Selwyn Cobbo winding up off the back fence. No fear, goes straight at Moretti and Barlow, and he's halted, but he makes a dent. Tabuai Fido. Yeah, I love it when they bring out Ray Stone, Max Plath, and Kurt Donahue all at the same time. I'm just watching on KO Storm on top. So, not sure where you're based. If you're in Australia, KO is the Foxtel or DAZN streaming platform here. They come across the Knowles, Nicarima onto the Hammer. Farmworth caught high there, surely. Yep, just a stray arm. Mitchell Moses blowing up about that. He's, of all people, he has no right. Just slipped up a little bit there from, I think it might have been Penasini in the end. It was. Not a lot in it. Nothing more than a penalty, and they'll kick for touch. Yeah, so awesome, mate. So Cobbo passes it in. Farmworth will tap it on the 20. Gives it to Nicarima. Across to Katoa, then Flegler. Katonga comes up and wraps him up with the help of Talon De Silva and Ronald Volkman, and they'll start this set. 27 out from the line. Finifawaki will go forward. De Silva trying to appeal that he knocked it on. I didn't see that, and I don't think anyone else did either. Played 18 out from the line, 20 in from touch. Knowles gives a little tip on to Gilbert here. Brought down 5 out from the line by Moses. Just in line with the left upright. They swing it now to Knowles, and he gives it to Flegler, who's dumped on his back by Kaltonga. Now getting out of dummy half. Marshall King gives it on to Gilbert here. Brought down tackle 5, 2 out from the line in line with the left upright. They swing it across to Nicarima. He swings back from the left to right with Katoa. Katoa rolls it into the in goal. Oh my, has he been tackled there? They're going to send this upstairs. Josh Addo-Carr, I think he's tackled him. Hey, Ash, an absolute certainty. Yeah, well, only thing certain are death and taxes. Shoulder to shoulder. Addo-Carr knocked it dead. Live, it looked like he went into him. Hey, Storm on top. The Raiders are my side. Yeah, so This will be a goal line dropout here. Batted dead by Josh Adokar. It was a fair contest. Live, it looked a bit touch and go as to whether he just came through and took out Katoa, which was the Dolphins' challenge. So the Eels now go the long dropout. Moses sends it way down over halfway, bouncing away. It's picked up 35 out from the line in the end by Gilbert. And he comes back just over halfway to meet them, where Williams, De Silva, and Penasini wrap him up 7 metres into the attacking half. But yeah, Storm on top. My other piece, I guess, in terms of following is I tend to follow a lot of players individually, but the Raiders are definitely my team. So, and I just love good footy. Gilbert now wrapped up his second run of the set, tackle 3. He's 37 out from the line. Now they go to the left to Nikorima. Drops a runner back underneath in Farnworth. He gets his feet, gets a quick roll on, and Marshall King gets out of half. Flegler on for Katoa. Tabuai little show and go. Tries to run over the top of Russell. Can't do so. Russell hangs on. Waiting for a dummy half to get there. Marshall King eventually arrives. Katoa will put it to the air from 19 out. Farnworth gets it. That'll be tackle 6. You got here. Dolphins challenging the ruling of a handover. They're saying the Eels took it and then they've pulled it out one-on-one. Thank you, mate. Awesome. Big thank you to all of you who've hit subscribe. We've hit that 1850. And keep pushing on to get to that 2,000. Yep. No, I got that. So it'll be inconclusive. This is the first time I've heard them use the term natural reaction contesting the football. Maybe a bit of common sense finally coming into how they're officiating these mid-air challenges. Unfortunately, that means that some team will try and find a way to manipulate that. But here goes the Eels taking it forward with Kelly. He'll play just outside his 10. Now they go wide to Adokar on the left edge. Bostock and Katoa will drag him down. And he'll play it on the 20. 21 in from touch. Now they go to Moretti. He'll play it 26 out from the line. Just to the left of centre field. They'll swing it across here. Moses gives it on to Williams. I said before, I think he's been one of the Eels' best this season. Junior Barlow gives it to Saxon Pryke. Looking to get the arm free, but he's chopped down. And he's spilled it as he's gone to ground. Opportunity goes begging. Or are they going to say the pass from Junior Barlow is forward? Either way, let's have a look here. Oh, yep, it was. It certainly was. So, first incompletion from either side. So the Dolphins a win here would at least, for another round, keep them locked into the top 4. That's the motivation for them. Katoa takes it into the line. Nikorima gives it short to Bostock, gets the flick away. It's going to go into touch, is it? No, batted back infield. And knocked down by the Eels, I think, backwards. So it should be tackle 1 coming. Racing onto the ball is Apatwidle. He's up over the attacking 40 before he's dragged down. And they say 0. They're going to say it was knocked on Dolphins as they tried to pick it up. He'll play at 34 out from the line. Moses. Is he going to go over the top? No, he goes around, runs behind a player, but no one was obstructed. Herbie Farnworth tries to say that he was. Ryan Panu is bumped off and misses the tackle, and then eventually Farnworth and Marshall King dragged down. Penasini, 10 in from touch, 20 out from the line. Moses for Pryke. Out the back, Volkman. Volkman floats it over the top. Adokar, he has to slide to get it. Gives it on the outside to Sean Russell. Bostock over the top. Was it high? Yes, it was. Jack Bostock says that he only got him on the shoulder. Will they challenge this, I wonder, the Dolphins? Because it didn't look like he actually got him over the top. We'll have a look at the replay. I could be wrong. He ran into Osaka's shoulder anyway. Eels rolling here. So Moses will kick it into touch. Not sure why. They could have tapped it from 14 out, 9 in from touch. Instead, they'll tap it 14 out, 10 in from touch. Yeah, he's not having his best, G. He's not having his best. His diamonds or dust, though, and the diamonds may come later in the same game. Barlow goes forward here. Dragged down by Panu and Flegler. 9 out from the line. De Silva, Moses, Volkman, Twiddle. Good ball for Russell. Out the back for Addo-Carr. It's going to beat even the pace of Addo-Carr and go over the sideline. They push the pass and it goes into touch. The Dolphins breathe a sigh of relief. The margin stays at a converted try. 17 minutes and 20 seconds gone. Oh my, great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to vote in the poll, hit like on the video, jump into the comments as well. And don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow in the morning for the Super League. We'll have Wigan versus Wakefield Trinity. Looking forward to that one. And then we'll also have tomorrow afternoon, we'll have the 3 o'clock and the 5:30 games. I won't be doing the late one because I've got to fly north early in the morning on Sunday. So of the Knights and the Sea Eagles, and then the Rabbitohs versus the Wars. So for our man Nathan Jones, it was on the last stream. If you're listening in, Nathan, we'll be back for the Wars tomorrow. Junior Paulo takes it forward for the Eels here on tackle 2. Now they work it across Kaltonga. Flegler drags him down. That's tackle 3. Only the Dolphins turned it straight back over. It's pretty average in their own end. Now Moses rolls it in behind. He's looking for a goal line dropout, I think, but Selwyn Cobbo's got a different mind, and he runs it back through the 2 defenders and into the field of play. Cody Nikorima gives it now to Herbie Farnworth. He gets the outside of Junior Barlow, and now he's coughed it up again, the Dolphins, and so does Jack Williams. First mistake here was a knock on Dolphins. Herbie Farnworth. He's trying to say that it was pulled out. Let's have a look. Selwyn Cobbo had to come from his own dead ball line and squeeze out past De Silva and past Penasini. And Farnworth, no, just lost control. It squeezed out. Loose carry. So the Eels will have a scrum feed. 20 in from touch, 10 out from the line on the right edge. On the attack, they've got no numbers on the short side. I wonder if they play something set up to go the short. No, they come open. Volkman for Moretti. Moretti brought down by Finafawaki. De Silva. Moses. Penasini gets the pass away. Brian Kelly in the corner gets a second for the Eels. They lead 10 points to 0 with a kick to come from out wide for Mitch Moses. And someone tell the Eels they've got nothing to play for because they don't seem to know. They are absolutely putting on a show here with some of this free-flowing rugby league. I don't know where it's been all season. 8 and 13 so far this year. Yeah, they have at times, Carlin, when there's been expectation on them. You're exactly right. You could see it last week. They were slow out of the blocks last week. They're a slow starting team usually as well, which is not ideal. Moses to Penasini, and Penasini just shovels it out with the left hand. Brian Kelly gets it done. Second try for them. So Moses, 23 back, a metre in from touch, curls it across the face. Not to be successful. 10 points to 0. The margin remains just past 21 minutes gone. It's the start they were certainly looking for. Dolphins get us back underway. So Williams will play at 26 out from the line, and here they come. The Eels with Kautonga. Talon Silva now will play at tackle 5. Tackle 4, sorry. And Moretti takes it up to halfway. Moses will kick. Easily taken. Cobbo brings it back. Last minute changes for Finn's not working out. Bring out Plath and Stone. Well, yeah, Stone was never named to start, but Plath was. It seemed to have worked better for the Eels than they have the Dolphins. Asako plays it now, 4 short of halfway on tackle 3. Marshall King gives it out to Gilbert. So now, quick hands there. Katoa. Nicarima. Farmworth slips through the tackle of Pryke. Well, De Silva drags him down on tackle 5, and he's 27 out from the line. Katoa takes his time, sends it end over end, racing through. Is the Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow, and then he just manhandles Apatwaddle and pins him back 20 centimetres out from his line. So they're working it out from just outside their goal line. Work to be done here for the Eels. Josh Adokar. He'll play just inside his 20. That's tackle 4. And then coming forward, Tiankin Brown, who's on there now. That's tackle 5, and he's inside his 30. Moses will kick from 28 out from the line. Cobbo tracking back, picks it up on the first bounce inside his 10. He's got plenty of time to wind up, and he comes back and bounces through the arm of Volkman before he's brought down by Russell, Brown, and Pryke. Now Zarko trying to get the arm free. Can't do so, but he'll play it on the 40 here on tackle 2. Good field position for the Dolphins. Bostock bouncing his way forward and getting it down to the ground. Farnworth is a very good player, Carleen. You are exactly right, and he will be fetching a very pretty penny. As Finifawaki bounces through a couple of tackles. I thought he was going to break free for us there, Ash. Now Zarko. Katoa. Apatwaddle deflected the ball into his own in goal, and it'll be a goal line dropout in the end as Bostock. And there is your man. There is your man, user HC. Max Plath is on the field. Yep. An accidental offside in the field of play, so it won't be a goal line dropout. So Katonga kicked it into the legs of Twiddle. So that was the accidental offside. So it'll be a scrum, 10 out. They'll bring it now. The Dolphins 10 in from touch on the right side. They feed it here. They swing it flat. Katoa Out the back to Nicarima. Short ball for Farnworth and too easy. It's like shelling peas. The Dolphins get on the board 10 points to 4 with a kick to come. Herbie Farnworth is the man you were talking about, Carleen. Gets that first try for the Finns. Finns up 10 points to 4. They can make the margin 4 points with a conversion. Great start to this opportunity. Straight away, first tackle. Herbie Farnworth versus Mitch Moses. They isolated the man they wanted, and Moses just couldn't hang on. Not sure I'm sold, G, on you calling them the Dollies, but you do you, my friend. You do you. Try confirm very quickly. Tenth try of the season for Farnworth. Still waiting on Finafuaki. We've got 54 minutes, Ash. The check will be in the mail, mate. The check will be in the mail. Who wins tomorrow morning, Ash? Wigan or Wakefield? Let's lean into your areas of expertise. So Sarko, 20 in from touch. 17 back to add the extras. And he nails it. 10 points to 6. He's back in this one. So now, game on. 13 minutes and 45 seconds till half time. Dolphins to work it out of their own end as Brian Panu nearly loses his pants there and gets the 4X budgies out on display. A bit of marketing. Max Plath slips through one tackle, slips through a second, but Brown comes back again and drags him down on the 30 for tackle 3. Now Farnworth, a try scorer, up and over the 40, picks up only about 14 metres in the end by the time he plays it. Can play at 44 out from the line. They get 6 more for the ruck infringement. Katoa takes a little dart up over halfway. He'll play it 2 metres into the attacking half on tackle 1. Marshall King out of dummy half. Goes a simple one to Gilbert. He'll just punch it forward. Tankin Brown hangs onto his boots and tries to drag him down. He's 36 out from the line. Just to the left of centre field. Plath on for Katoa. Gives it to Finafuaki. Finafuaki brought down. Wigan will win. However, you're worried about Wakefield for next season. RTS looks the real deal. There's some big names coming to the Super League next year. It's exciting. Wakefield owner is possibly the best in the league. Follows home and away. Sits with the fans. He's a man of the people, isn't he? I do like that. There's Plath. Oh, there's a shooter coming out of the line. Then Plath just gives the don't argue to Talon De Silva. I think that was Kautonga. He flew past Plath. That's tackle 5. 13 out from the line. Centre field. Katoa. Hammer. Bostock. Izako bounces back from the tackle. Shovels it over the top. Out the back to the Hammer. The Hammer will throw it now to Nicarima. Nicarima gets it onto Farnworth. Farnworth to the outside here. Selwyn Cobbo in his 100th game will get the second try for the Finns. And it's 10 points all back to back. They go bang, bang, Finns up. And they have a chance here with Jermaine Asako to take the lead with just on 11.5 minutes remaining until half time. Yeah, Wigan are starting to look dangerous, aren't they, Ash, as they get back to full strength? So we'll see how that all goes. Great to have you all tuning in. What a backline indeed. There's no panic, no rush. This Dolphins side, I don't think they can win the comp, but I think they could claim a major scalp that could open it up for someone else. For them to win the comp, they'd need to win week 1 of the final, finish in the top 4, win week 1 of the finals, and then get a favourable matchup at Suncorp in week 3. It's the only way I see it happening, but I just think it might be too much to ask on their first visit to the finals. But I wouldn't put it past them. Yeah, either week 1 or week 3, knocking off a Penrith, especially if there's no Isaiah Yeo. Something like that. A Warriors over there. Cobbo gets his 15th try of the season, and Osaka will be the man now with 10 minutes and 40 seconds remaining till half-time to try and level the scores. I'll tell you what, Ash, have you seen a better try celebration than Lachlan Walmsley, another great man from the Hunter region, pulling that draw 4 out of his sock the other week? What about Emre Gula? Straight into the Wakefield Trinity squad tomorrow. As Isako curls it around and slots another one. My goodness, the man can kick. I didn't even know that Pangai, again, we're talking about Novocastrians. He's another one. Came from the same club that Walmsley played for here in the Hunter. Both from South Newcastle. Yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't even realise that Tavita had been over there playing. Slipped under my radar. What did he get banned for, Tavita? Gee, he get banned for 10 weeks. Whole KR fans have been quoted as saying Tavita Pangai needs to F off now. Okay. Pangai gets 4. Lewis was sin bin on his return to action after leading with his foot, so doing his best, Billy Slater. Pangai Jr. has been cited for late contact in his disciplinary record, which is already severe due to a sighted eye gouge. Yeah, look, I actually like Tavita as a guy off the field. I've had a bit to do with him when he was younger, but yeah, that's a bit. He's charged for 3 different incidents of late contact. That is outrageous. He's playing like low tier rugby union over in France. So dear oh dear, not ideal. Francis Molo's on for the Dolphins. The mistake here from the Eels is Brian Kelly. Coughs it up in contact with Molo. So Farnworth gets on the outside, tries to take a dart through. He's brought down 33 out from the line. Now the Dolphins swing it across. Katoa. Nikorima bats it on. Farnworth pats it out to Cobbo. Cobbo tries to run over Moses, but drags him down. Cobbo will play it 2 in from touch, 4 out from the line. A bit of confusion there as it's thrown over the top now to Plath. Plath brought down by Tiankin Brown. 12 out from the line. Ball left behind, dropped by the Dolphins there. Molo. Molo just coughs it up. Prime chance gone begging. Harrison Edwards on now as well for the Eels. Starting to see a few of the changes flowing. Christian Wolf a little frustrated with his team there. They've 8 of the last 9 sets. Here come the Eels. Sienka Brown working it out. You can tell, Ashley, that you're... I've never seen a man so happy to see another team get their players suspended. Hull KR and Hull FC, that big rivalry. Eels now working it out. Moses. Will shovel on Penasini. Gives it to Kelly. Kelly kicks back infield, but I think it goes out on the full in the end. He tried to kick it back infield looking for the lead run of Penasini. Then over to England. I haven't been over there yet, Mikey. It's definitely on the bucket list. I've got a mate who's pretty a fair way up in the Lee Leopards, so if I go over, I'll definitely take the opportunity to go along and see that there. And he's trying to think what Mikey's role is at the guy I used to referee with here. He's the general manager of Lee, so there you go. So I would probably lean on that first, but it'd be probably more about seeing who's playing at the time, and wouldn't mind a little trip to the south of France while I'm going, but see how I go. But yeah, I'd have a look at Lee. And if I came over for that, if I came over during footy season, I'd be getting in 2 or 3 games and making the most of it, I think. Plath, little dummy, goes to ground, especially because it's played through the sort of summer months over there. I think it's the best of both worlds. As the kick comes high here. I'd love to go over and call it. Bostock gets a flick out the back. Asako picks it up, but he's stripped 1-on-1. Can't get it down. Did he get it down? So I don't think we've got the try. Bostock with a miracle pass. So it might be Parramatta that ground the ball. Might be a goal line dropout after all this. So Bostock gets up over Addo-Carr. Addo-Carr wanted no part of it. Bostock takes it, and then he's going to ground. Looks inside. Nothing happening. So he flicks it out wide now. Bostock. Out the back of his hand, just past the reach of Sean Russell. Sarko then hits, spins. Oh, he loses it. Lost it just before Russell stripped it. Oh, did he come out after he hit the ground or before he hit the ground? This is a tight one. I can't see there's enough here to overturn no try. It's a real lottery, this one. So no try, just working out whether it was stripped or lost. So they're going to give the try after all. I'll have to watch Wigan later at the Brick Stadium. Oh, enjoy, Carl. What about that? Didn't see that coming, G. Jermaine Asako gets his 20th try of the year. 16 points to 10 with a kick to come. Jack Bostock. Who gave a drive-by on Jack Bostock before? He obviously heard that, and now he's up and about. That was you, G. Yep, user HC9 knows it's a try. What about that? There we go. We'll be calling that Wigan game later on, Carl, so looking forward to that. After I get a few hours sleep. How about that? Bostock. The speculator. And Jermaine Asako. It's a 3rd try for the Dolphins. His 20th try of the year, and he's just racking up the points for fun at the moment. We've got a roll on here. 3.5 minutes till half time. Osako from 2 in from touch. Pushes it out wide to the right. I don't think it's going to come back from there, Jermaine. Indeed, it does not. 3 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock. Score remains 16 points to 10. The Dolphins. Their slow start is notoriously so. And again, they've done it tonight, but they've come back. Yeah, it was some pass. I mean, it was just a bit of a Hail Mary, but they're good when they pay off. Jermaine Osako, almost 70 points clear of the next player, 264. He's on track to score 300 points. That is outstanding. He's leading point scorer a second year in a row, first since Jared Croker some time ago. I wonder how many players have actually scored 300. I know Hazem Masri got 342, I think, about 20 years ago. There you go, only twice has a player scored 300 or more. Ruben Garrick as well got 304, including finals. So, in a regular season, though, it's only happened twice. Brett Hodgson in 2005, Hazem Masri in 2004. Hazem Masri fell just short in 2003 and 2006. Osako could well be on track for 300 this year, you'd think. As Twiddle takes the kick here, brings it back, and he's met by Molo, and he's manhandled by Molo, drags him back inside his 10. Now Addo-Carr bounces out of dummy half. Jeremy Marshall, King, and Molo are the ones that wrap him up. He doesn't get far. The man, the myth, the legend, Ray Stone on the field now. Looking out of their own end here, the Eels. Got another knock on there in the ruck against Edwards. Edwards is adamant he didn't. Are they going to challenge? Captain's challenge it is. Well, oh, well, oh, well. Let's see what happens here. That looks like a bobble. No, they're going to say his hand remains on the ball. Challenge successful. So we go back and play it. Harrison Edwards plays it. Jeremy Marshall King has a little bit of a laugh with him. Moses will kick from inside his 40. So on Cobbo, probably only half a metre inside the sideline there. Probably could have just put his foot out on the sideline and sent it all the way back. A bit of spatial awareness from Cobbo would have been handy. Nikarima gives it to Osako, the last try scorer. He brings it out to the 20. Minute and 12 seconds remaining till half time. Katoa in at dummy half, gives it to Bostock, the man of the miracle pass. He makes a miracle run here. He's got 3 players on him and still goes 15 metres forward. Now Finefawaki. That's who Bostock should have thrown it to. Ash. Plath. Katoa, short ball there. Ponu. Play it 6 metres into the attacking half. Nikarima for Farnworth. Farnworth out the back. Marshall King. Over the top now to Katoa. Under pressure. Bostock. Finefawaki. Finefawaki back inside for the hammer. Hammer so Tabuai-Fidow. Out the back to Finefawaki. He thought about kicking it. He throws an ugly Harbour Bridge pass to Marshall King, who goes out to Farnworth now. He's got numbers outside him. Cut out ball. Kicked from Cobbo on the volley. Oh, deflected by Twiddle. And he scores, but no. We're going to come back here for... They've called like a forward pass, but... That'll be Farnworth forward pass. Yep. Could have used the numbers. There's half time. That should about do us. I don't think they stopped the clock there, so that will be half time. 16 points to 10. Dolphins have had a couple of chances to sniff a fourth try, but that wasn't to be there. Cobbo nearly had a double in his 100th game. So we've got tries to Asako, Farnworth and Cobbo. 2 goals from 3 attempts for Jermaine Asako. Personal tally of just 8 so far. Brian Kelly's got a try. Ronald Volkman a try. And 1 from 2 for Mitch Moses. So that's your halftime score. We'll take a short break. And we'll rejoin you with the second half very shortly. Thanks for being along for the ride. Your address now for the check? Yeah, not a problem, mate. It'll be made out of rubber, Ashley. It'll probably bounce, but not a problem. We've still got 40 minutes. Let's see how we go. Great to have you along. We'll talk to you all soon. We'll take that short break and we'll be back with you with the second half in about 10. Hello and welcome back as we get set for this second half. Let's wrap that poll up. We go, the Dolphins 13 plus as the lead candidate. And as it stands, they lead by 6. So 52%. What do we got there? 91% of people have got the Dolphins winning. So that's an interesting time. We get ready for the second half to get underway. And we are underway. The Eels get us started. It goes down and taken by Cobbo. Gives it off to Francis Molo. Work it out now. Keep punching forward. Simple run, Ray Stone. Now Marshall King for Plath. It's in behind the ruck, just slipping and bouncing his way forward, almost up to the halfway on tackle 4. He'll play it 1.5 metres short of the 50-metre line. So Tabuai Fado doesn't get far on tackle 5. He's about 5 metres into the attacking half. He'll play it back to Marshall King, who'll give it to Katoa, who just sends it down end over end for Josh Adokar. And Jermaine Asako tries to grab onto him. He gets bumped off, but comes back and grasps Adokar's boot. And pulls him down on tackle 1 inside his 10. Now Twiddle takes it outside of the 10. He'll play it 14 out from the line. Oh, that's Russell. Apologies. This is Twiddle. Oh, my. Max Plath just picks him up and dumps him backwards. He's going to fix up another technical issue. We'll kill that off and keep rolling. They take it forward now. Ponu making the tackle. Now the Eels will kick on tackle 4 from inside their 30. They find Tabuai Fado on the full. Wonderful to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel, jump into the comments as well. Certainly an interesting one on our hands here for the second half. The Selwyn Cobbo drags Tiancum Brown forward over the 40 on tackle 2. Now Bostock needs to get a little wider of the ruck. Runs into Moretti and he's up over the halfway line. Play it now on tackle 3. Farnworth shrugs off the first tackler. And the second one comes at him. That's Josiah Funa out there now for the Eels. There's Tabuai Fado who gets the ball away here, and they're just drifting across field with Katoa looking for a runner. Farnworth shuffles in behind and stretches his legs out towards and just over the 30-metre line on tackle 5. He'll play it 29 out from the try line. 5 to the left of the uprights. Katoa again, end over end, just floating it up into the sky, and Bostock bats it back. Asako grubbers it through. Bostock standing there with his hands in the air because he's about 5 metres offside. Couldn't really go anywhere. And Raystone makes the tackle on upper Twiddle. Now Adokar runs into Plath, Molo. Another in Marshall King around the legs for tackle 2 on the 20 in from touch. Ryan Kelly runs into Stone, Ponu and Finafawaki. Jump in those comments. Let us know, guys, where you're watching from. Make sure if you haven't already, hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel. Help us to keep growing this platform. As now Funa will play it. We have a penalty here for a chicken wing tackle against Jeremy Marshall King. Using the arm to lever. You see here Funa trying to push forward, and Marshall King just using the left arm. Not a whole lot of force, but there's enough for it to be a penalty. The interesting question now as we push into the second half is who do the coaches use as their 4th change and when do they use it? Usually it's Kafusi for the Dolphins. You'd expect it's either going to be DeBellin or Tuolangi for the Eels. There's Volkman. Gives it off for Brown here, and Brown's up to the 30. Just to the left of centre field. Plays it on tackle 2. Volkman again out the back for Moses. Short ball for Williams. Hello, Paul. Oh, they're certainly playing like they've got a chance, but the Dolphins sort of, both of them are up and down a little bit at different points here. Is Katonga up to the 10. He'll play it on tackle 4, just to the right, left of the uprights. De Silva, a little show and go as Molo comes over the top and closes him down. And he's 4 out from the line, just to the left of the post. Moses floats it up now for Brian Kelly, and it goes straight through Brian Kelly's hands and into touch. I'm going to say the Dolphins touch this. Don Cobbo says he didn't touch it, and I think he's right. The Dolphins are going to challenge. Good to see you, though, Paul. Always good to have you in the chat. Successful challenge there from Selwyn Cobbo. So it will be Dolphins ball. 4:55 to go. 4:55 gone, I should say, in this first half. Second half, oh my goodness. Brain fades galore. So Max Plath to play it. Marshall King at dummy half. Asako takes the first run. Tiankin Brown and Katonga there with Talon De Silva to wrap him up. 15 out from the line. Now, Finafawaki up to the 20. And playing 15 in from touch on the right edge. Now, here's Molo. Wrapped by Williams, Edwards, and Funa. Plath on for Nicarima. Short ball there at the line. Sending Panu forward, and he breaks free of the tackles. They just let him go. He's up over halfway now. Dragged down by Tiankin Brown and Talon De Silva. That'll be tackle 4, and he's 43 out from the line. Isaiah Katoa getting through, trying to slide his way out of the tackles, but Williams holds on, and that's tackle 5. Marshall King at dummy half goes to Nicarima. Nicarima goes end over end, just putting it up there, creating a contest. Farmworth overshot it, and Twiddle takes it uncontested before Plath sees him as soon as he hits the ground. Dolphins getting numbers into the tackle here. Finafawaki, Marshall King, and Molo driving Brian Kelly backwards. He'll play it 17 out from his line centre field. Adokar runs into Bostock, and Azako. Continues to work it out here. Sean Russell. You go to Edwards at first receiver on for Moses. And Penasini steams onto the short ball there. Moses will kick it, tackle 5 inside his own 40. Cobbo takes it on the full inside his 20. Backtracks a couple of steps and then winds up. Oh, it's Tabu Waifido. I've got him Cobbo, my goodness. Get the eyes checked. Now Cobbo gets it across to Asako. Asako tries to slice through between Kartonga and Volkman. He's dragged down on tackle 2, 37 out from the line. Cobbo gets out of dummy half, beats a diving Volkman. Williams drags him down with Funa. Funa could be a stunt double for Penasini the way he looks. Molo up over halfway, gets the offload away out the back for Plath. Katoa inside Bostock. Bostock's away. Can he get the pass here? Oh, he loses his footing, Bostock. He's been sniped and Twiddle dives on. That's tackle 4. He's 18 out from the line. He's 12 in from touch on the right edge. Katoa. Marshall King. Drops it back underneath the Nicarima. Goes back to Farnworth, drifting through midfield. Farnworth. Gets the offload back to Tabuai Fido. Get it out to Bostock here. Bostock trying to shuffle to the outside. Draws, passes. Gives it to Asako, who skips back inside up at Twiddle. And Jermaine Asako gets a second try for the evening. And the Dolphins lead 20 points to 10 with a kick to come. Asako will look to convert his try. 20 points to 10. They get the jump here. What about this? Just a little bit of razzle-dazzle. Keep the ball alive. Bostock lost his footing. They did the same again. Let's keep it moving. They swing it to the left. Not a lot doing. Nicarima drifting underneath. Gives it to Farnworth, who just dances around. They watch him for a minute. He drifts across 3 runners. Gets the pop ball back out the back to Tapuai Fido. Sends it to Bostock. Not quite sure where the left centre had gone. They had Tiankin Brown defending at left centre, I think it was. No, Kautonga defending at left centre. Russell had gone way infield, over chased earlier on and got caught in there. A bit of footwork from Asako, just jinks back, and a diving Apatwidle is no match for the man who is headed for Melbourne in 2027. Storm have got themselves a gun there. The 21st time in his career he gets across for a double. So Zarko, 8 in from touch, 18 back, curls it and slots it. The radar is back on. Dolphins lead 22 points to 10 here. So, interesting times indeed. 22 points to 10. They got a 12-point lead. Almost 10 minutes gone in the second half. Hey, Amanda, how are you? Good to see you again. Molo will play it here. 13 out from the line. Now Panu trying to wrestle his way forward against Williams, and Tiankin Brown, he'll play it 25 out from the line. Ray Stone, they're up on him quickly. Edwards, and down low around the legs. Is the last change, is it, for the Eels? Certainly is. Kelma Tuolangi. So no Jack DeBellin, no Jordan Samrani. Herbie Farmworth down though, holding his ankle. Tuolangi just wraps around the ankle, and it's a little bit of... we'll be doing most of the games, Amanda. We won't be doing the late game tomorrow night, and I'm not sure about the early game on Sunday, but the other games we will do. So we'll have 2 tomorrow and at least 1 on Sunday. So we'll have plenty of games, and we'll have some Super League tomorrow morning as well, as Twiddle is dragged back by Nicarima and Molo. And Kelly charging forward, takes 4 to bring him down. Stone, Plath, Nicarima all in there. Kelma Tuolangi takes it forward. So we yet to see the 4th change pulled for the Dolphins. Hey, Alice, how are you? Great to have you with us. Volkman drifting across field here, and Finifawaki chops him in half. They set it downtown, and Hamiso Tabuai-Fado takes it on the full, and we'll bring it out to the 20. All right, no worries at all, Amanda. Thanks for coming in, popping in. Always good to see you. Zasako will play it here and getting out of dummy half. Good eyes up rugby league there. Isaiah Katoa gets the ball out the back door. Was it touched? It's probably not going to matter that much. Bostock up over halfway. He'll play at 44 out from the line in the end. That's tackle 3. Now Plath inside the 40. Picks up another almost 10 metres. He's brought down by De Silva and Edwards. And play at 35 out from the line. Molo. Take it up over the 30. Tries to get the arm free, but can't quite spin free. I'll play it on tackle 5. 27 out. Katoa goes to the sky, looking for Bostock. Bostock takes it. Can't get free, though. Sean Russell and Josh Adokar will wrap him up there, and they'll hand it over on tackle 6. So working it out now, the Eels out of their end. They are racing. Away they go here. Williams is free. Plath chases him down. Locks him in. Steals it one-on-one. Max Plath. Oh, and then he's knocked it on. Oh, no, he was away and clear. Max Plath. Dear, oh dear. Junior Bolo now wrapped up on 0 tackle. 19 out from the line for the Eels. They go to the right with Moses. He goes back to the left with Edwards. They've got numbers to the left if they can use it, but Edwards is wrapped up here by Plath and Stone and Molo. And that'll be tackle 1. 13 out from the line. They'll go to Junior Polo again, who goes at Nicarima. Farmworth's in there wrapping up the ball, and he pulls it out one-on-one and knocks it on. But they're going to say tackle was complete, I think. No. Twice they got one-on-one strips here. Dear, oh dear. Twice they got one-on-one strips. Twice they knock it on, the Dolphins. So this will be a scrum, Eels feed. 13 and a half minutes gone in this second half. Great to have you all tuning in. Jump into those comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Love to know everyone's thoughts on expansion too. We were talking about this last night. Where should the next expansion team be? Ipswich, Central Queensland, South Island, New Zealand, so Christchurch maybe. Darwin was another suggestion. There's a few people that were suggesting other, but weren't giving me any clues. Volkman now across for Kaltonga. Gets it out the back. Volkman gives it here. Russell. Wrapped up low by Bostock on tackle 3. 7 from the line. 10 in from touch on the left edge. De Silva to Edwards. Edwards is going to take it forward. Plath and Marshall King bring him down. That'll be tackle 4. 10 out from the line. 4 to the left of the post. They go the short side. Volkman rolls it in. Katoa. Volkman knocks it on, and then Katoa gives it off, and Hamaso Tabuai-Fidow knocks it on. Dropsy daisies. First one. Mitch Moses trying to argue the fact here. And they're going to go for the captain's challenge, and I think this is a waste of a captain's challenge. Don't agree with too much expansion, Carleen. I think when I watch New South Wales and Queensland Cup, there is enough there. We need to develop some more talent. I agree with doing it at a sustainable rate. That's my only thing. But the thing we know is they've committed to 20 teams in this new TV deal. So that means that by, I think it's 2033, they have to have 20 teams. I think they'll do it sooner rather than later. It's gone forward with Volkman's hand into his own foot. Challenge unsuccessful for Parramatta. It will be a Dolphins scrum feed. The Finns will have the scrum feed unsuccessful. Volkman hobbling a little. The Dolphins will have the scrum feed 10 out from their own line. Cook Island's big on lead. Just went over for a holiday. All you see is local league and development groups. Biggest challenge with any of those Pacific Islands is getting the infrastructure around it. I mean, Papua New Guinea, the governments are putting it in there, and that's their piece. And you know, a couple of people suggested like having a Pacific Islands team that plays in a few different places, but they also suggested a New South Wales country team user. So I don't think either of those works though, because it doesn't have a true home. Yeah, Carleen, I think at the end of the day, the money makes the world go round a little bit, but I can understand where you're talking about. Farmworth getting the offload away here. Marshall King, Nicarima. Nicarima drifting across field, tries to get in behind De Silva, and he wraps him up with Kidione Kaltonga, and Ray Stone helping with the tackle there, just pushing Nicarima forward. There's a bit of a jip. At the end of the day, that's the only way you're going to get people to go there. It is geopolitical, and I'm not going to get into the politics of it, but I can sort of understand it. I think at the end of the day, they've still only got the same salary cap to spend, and it's not like they can sign, you know, Jerome Luai for 1.2 million if other clubs are offering him 1.6 and claim that it's market value. Hey, Ararangi up the Roosters. There we go. That's a little bolt. Top of the ladder at the moment. Well, they're not really actually. The Panthers are at the moment technically live, but at the end of the round, last round they were. And I'll play this now. Come the short side, and Brian Kelly takes it forward on tackle 4 into the attacking half. Yeah, Adarangi, go the Roosters, mate. We got you on the Roosters bandwagon there, my friend. Excellent. Wonderful to have you. Carlene's on the bandwagon too. Don't worry about that. Kautonga takes it forward. He's brought down. Tackle 5. They go the short side. Volkman. Kick goes high. Is that Penasini putting up bombs? No. Is that Patwaddle, and it's spilt. And comes away with Tabuai Fido. He spins out of one tackle and then manhandled by Kelma Tuolungi. That's a great tackle. Now they'll send Brian Panu. He's almost through there. Panu just poked his head through, and they hung onto the tail of his jersey, and he'll play at 43 out from the line. Here's Felice Kafusi. The fourth and final change for the Dolphins. Marshall King gives it to Plath, who's up over the 40. Oh, you're just on the wagon, are you? There we go. Finifawaki was almost through there, Ash. He dragged him down from behind, 18 out from the line. Katoa gives it to Ray Stone. Stone will play it on tackle 5, 12 out from the line. They'll go to the left. Nikarima rolls it in. Patwaddle back there will take it dead. Goal line dropout, Parramatta. 22 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Okay, the short dropout here. Batted back by the Eels. It's Kautonga, but it's dived on by the Dolphins with Finifawaki. He'll play it 13 out from the line. 21 in from touch on the right side. Max Plath now goes into the shoulder of Talon De Silva. Almost bounces away. He'll play it here just inside the 10-metre line. Now Tabuai Fido dropping Bostock underneath. Bostock just driving forward. He's going to almost drive his way all the way into the in-goal. They'll stop him half a metre short here. That'll be tackle 2. At 6 to the right of the uprights. They go to Plath. Katoa. Nikarima on for Farnworth. Skips back against the grain. Beats 1, beats 2. Can't get free of Junior Paolo. Harrison Edwards is there locking in the ball as well. And they bring him down 2 from the line, 2 to the left of the uprights. They get 6 more. Edwards locking into the ball. Now they go to Kafusi. Tries to barge his way over. He'll end up being brought down a metre short of the line, 2 metres to the left of the upright. He'll play it back here. Marshall King on tackle 1. Now Max Platt sees a shooter get out of the line, and he'll try and wrestle his way over, and he does. They try and drag him by the jersey, but Williams cannot hang on. The Dolphins get another try, 26 points to 10 with a kick to come. Maxi Plath off the bench gets the try. What about that? I'll be on the Dolphins bandwagon when Finifawaki scores his certain try. Yeah. I said it was value. I didn't say it was a lock, but you hear what you want to hear, my friend. I don't mind. As I said, all risk, no responsibility. 26 points to 10 with a kick to come. Just over 20 minutes remaining in this one. So 26 points to 10 with a kick to come now for the Finns. Bringing on Chooks will take in Dolphins any day and scratch their eyes out, so to speak. So to speak. Don't soften it at the end, Carleen. Come on. Jermaine Asako. He scored 154 points this year at Suncorp Stadium alone. He brought this one back a long way. 22 back. He's 20 in from touch. He hits it. Curls it around and inside the post. There's another 2 points for Asako. Takes him to 16 points on the day. 28 points to 10. 19 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. I'm not quite sure what Jack Williams was doing. He was trying to hold Max Plath up off the ground. He's got a lower centre of gravity by his jersey. But anyway, well, great to have you all along for the ride. Make sure to hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel if you haven't already. A big thank you to those of you who have. Continue to help us go on beyond 1850 towards 2000. What does that show? There used to be a show in the 90s in Australia called Beyond 2000. There's all this fanciful technology. Felice Kafusi. He takes it forward. He's pinned on the 10. Nicarima at dummy half. Ryan Panu takes a little scoot step and just skips back inside a shooting defender, and he's wrapped up. 10 in from touch. 14 out from the line. He's told to go back a couple of metres. And now Ray Stone. He runs into the shoulder of Kelma Tuolangi. Keep powering forward, Stone. He might only be diminutive, but he's strong. He's a former Eel himself. Plays it back to Plath at dummy half. Nicarima. Quick hands from Farnworth. On for Cobbo. Cobbo's going to hit the accelerator here. He gets past one. Moses looking. Oh, he kicks it straight down the throat of Twiddle. He takes it on his 20. You can see what Cobbo was trying there. I think if he gets it over the top, that'll be a penalty against Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow, just holding him down for too long. Selwyn Cobbo. I think he might have had Mitch Moses here, but he just wasn't confident. They kick back infield. He had plenty of support runners coming. If he clears Twiddle, he's probably setting up one of his teammates for their 6th try of the day. So, kick for touch. It's a little better. They find it on halfway here, Parramatta. 18 minutes to go. Now Edwards goes forward and is brought down. 4 metres into the attacking half. De Silva at dummy half for Volkman for Bolo. Up to the 40. Sweep around here, Twiddle. Gives it on to Penasini. Nicarima grabs hold of him with the help of Farnworth. And they get it to Russell on the left. He'll push forward and Bostock drags him down. That's tackle 4. He's 22 out, 10 in from touch on the left. Sent it high into the air and it's taken on the full there. Kelly gives it away and Nicarima's got it and Kelly takes it back after the tackle's already complete, so it'll be a penalty. Straightforward penalty there. I'm looking forward tomorrow, Wigan versus Wakefield. Dolphins are well on top in this one as Panu takes it forward. Now Plath out of dummy half. Quick hands on from Knowles. Kafusi back inside for Plath. I'm going to call it as a knock on here against the Dolphins. They're going to challenge this, the Dolphins. Interesting choice. It looked like it spilt loose, but which way did it go will be the question. Ball will float out the back. Does Plath get a knock on? No, looks like he took it cleanly. I'm going to say Kafusi's lofted it forward. So no more challenges for the night to come. So now it will be Parramatta ball. Just inside their own half, 5 short of halfway. Eels working it through Volkman, though. Gives it on Twiddle, almost slips through. He's dragged down from behind by Finifawaki. Carlene, you want the Eels to have a little bit of a go? I think they've got some in them. It's just whether or not they can find it. Moses sends it wide. Penasini has to trap it with his boot. He loses his footing as he crosses the 30. Now they go Moses. They give it on for Edwards. Edwards will play it now. 24 out from the line on tackle 5. 23 out from the line on tackle 5. They go to Volkman. Kafusi's up quick on him. Moses out the back now. Twiddle tries to draw and pass and coughs it up. Bostock, he drops it as well. We'll have the first, and goes into touch. We'll have the first knock on surely. That's exactly what Jared Sutton says. They change over. Dolphins ball. So now, Finifawaki plays it on the 20 on tackle 1. Masako take a short run forward and be met 24 out from his own line. Tyson Smithy leaving Wake at the end of the season is a huge loss for them yet. Well, he'll be at the Perth Bears. As will a man they've just signed, Zach Lipowitz, who comes across from Catalan, I think, Ash. And I think he's there basically for the last 3 rounds and then the final series. So he'll play. Still find it bizarre that you can change so late in the season. But anyway, there's the English system. Knowles will play this on halfway. Katoa will kick it from just over halfway and sends it down again. That end-over-end kick that he likes to divert to for distance. Twiddle takes it just outside his own 10 and runs down almost to the 20 before Gilbert and Finifawaki drive him backwards. A little bobble, but he holds on to it. Now they try and swing it wide here. Mitch Moses trying to put on the afterburners for Herbie Farmworth, and Farmworth just grabs him by the collar and manhandles him. Pulls him down, 15 in from touch, 10 out from the line. Brian Kelly takes a run, runs into Kafusi and Knowles. He's 20 in from touch. He's 16 out from the line. As Russell slips through and is dragged down as he almost squeezed past Gilbert. Now Pryke gets a good offload away at the line for Edwards. That's a much better tackle for them, much better run. Edwards will play it now on tackle 5, 45 out from the line. They pick up some good meters late in the set. Moses under pressure from Plath. Tabai Fido takes it on the full on his 20. Runs into Kelma Tuolangi as he bounces up over the 30 and plays it 32 out, 18 in from touch on the left edge. They come the short side here. Selwyn Cobbo bounces out of a couple, gives it off to Nicarima, gives it off to Farnworth. Farnworth skips past a couple and then just drops it. Dropped it cold. Williams takes it, gives it to De Silva. Herbie's had a case of the drops tonight, that is for certain. So yeah, Ashby, it's interesting. What are your thoughts on that transfer window when players can sign? I mean, they've just signed Emre Gula. They've got Lipowitz over from Catalan as well. They'll be able to sign players this late in the season. Now, short ball here. Kelma Tuolangi gets it back inside. Was that forward? It looked forward. Moses takes it. That's tackle 2, and then he drops it. How have they not called that? He's coughed it up off the back of a forward pass. They show a questionable pass, and Pryke is brought down to Silva for Volkman. Volkman out the back. Russell bats it on for Josh Adokar. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Jai Field came back. I'm not sure who'd be making a play for him, to be honest. Sean Russell has not looked quite at the mark of where he needs to be tonight. As Bostock goes forward, almost to the 30. Emre, he does run with intent. I was a little bit disappointed when he left the Raiders, but I understood why. So Eels bringing this one back now. Twaddle's been decent. I think he'll be good for the Bears next year. I actually think the Bears, look, I don't think they're going to go winning the comp or anything silly. I don't think they're going to make the finals, but I think they'll be better than people are thinking. So they need a couple of okay pieces late in the window. The Eels take it forward now with Addo-Carr. He played on tackle 4. Up over the attacking 40. He's 35 out from the line. They get a 6 more for a ruck infringement. That's the silly stuff that they can't really afford at this point. Now, Edwards had a runner with him in Pryke. Couldn't find him. 10 to go here. 18-point ball game. Moses with a little chip in behind. Penasini gets in there. Nikarima bats it back. And Kelma Tuolangi dives on it. The Eels get a try. 28 points to 14 with a kick to come. Yeah, it is crazy when it's this late, so... Nikarima just couldn't get it back. It batted back, and it falls into the path of Kelma Tuolangi. Wonderful work there, the Eels. They just get a little bit of a sniff here if they can convert this one. Just a little, just hint about it. Just a little hint, just the faintest of hints. Do they dare to dream, the Parramatta Eels? There's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance? $15 in from touch. Moses hits it well. It's another 2 points. Tuolangi gets the try. Moses gets his second conversion. We've got 28 points to 16 in his game on. 12-point ball game, just over 8 minutes remaining. So, Ash, are you going to the FC game this weekend? I wouldn't have thought you'd make the dash over, but maybe treat yourself over to France. How long would it take you to get there, to get over to Catalan? Travel is going to kill the Bears. It is a long way, yeah. It is a long way to Perth. As someone who does it a little bit for work, I wouldn't want to be doing it every second week, but I think you'll find their draw will probably see them come out here, come over to the East Coast for 2 weeks at a time, mostly. A bit like the Raiders did this year, where they went from Sydney straight over to New Zealand. So I think they'll stay on the road, which will be have its own challenges, as Moses kicks early here for Addo-Carr. Crossfield, Addo-Carr tries to take on Asako. Little dummy back inside. Almost beats Bostock. They played on tackle 4 here, 5 metres into the attacking half. What was the half-time score? That is a good question, but I can tell you that, Patrick. Give me 1 sec. What's happening here? Half-time score was 18 points to 10. I think, no, 16 points to 10. 16-10, Patrick. Addo-Carr couldn't quite get it to execute there. Comes unstuck, and another chance goes begging for the Eels. On report, and a penalty for a hip drop here back from Tom Flegler. Yeah, I'm happy with that being a penalty. That's Tom Flegler goes on report. Tackle on Jack Williams. Play broke down, so the Eels come back for the penalty, and they'll kick for touch here. They don't pick up much. They just go to the 30. They'll go on the attack here, the Eels. Now Moretti looks to play it. He's been told to take it back to the 20 and play it. He's 20 in from touch, 20 out from the line. Moses for Volkman. Gives it underneath for Edwards. Now Volkman. And Arpitwaddle has thrown that to the touch charge, or endeavoured to do so at least. You'd love to have that over again. So the Dolphins just trying to hang on here. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go. On a bit of a roller coaster. Don't forget, we'll be back in about 7 hours with the Wigan and Wakefield game. Top of the table. A couple of the top sides anyway. It's now just breaking his way through. Panu's dragged down by De Silva. Tries to milk a 6 more on tackle 4. Come back here. Tabuai Fido bats it on for Flegler. Flegler's going to try and settle it down. He goes to ground on tackle 5. De Silva's the tackler. Plath at dummy half goes to Katoa, who goes to the air, chasing through. Awkward bounce for Bostock. Twiddle gets up over everyone. We're going to have a Dolphins knock on into Twiddle, so they'll bring it out to the 10 and play it. Russell will play it 12 out from his line. Now Williams bouncing forward straight to the shoulder of Flegler, and out of that and into Plath. Bit of Waki's in there as well. And the Dolphins have got the Roosters next week. That'll be an interesting measure. Carleen, you were talking about that one before. And then they into the Titans in the final round. Wonderful to have you all tuning in, guys. Make sure if you haven't already, please hit subscribe on the channel. Help us to keep on growing this platform. Hit like on the video. Jump into the comments. Use the emoji reacts. Whatever you'd like to do. It all helps. There we go. Seeing a few of them come through. That all helps. It's the Eels now. Mitch Moses thinks about kicking. Has to run. Offloads inside. That was a forward pass. Saxon Pryke inside for Talon De Silva, and it's called as such. It's nice when they get them occasionally. We're back tomorrow too. Knights and Manly. Souths and the Warriors. A couple of big games. Bostock now plays this. 42 out from the line. They'll go through the middle of the field with Gilbert. He's dragged down. A good tackle by De Silva and Williams, and he'll play at 40 out from the line. Now Katoa. Out the back for Nikorima. Nikorima, short ball. Ponu. He's on the outside. He's going to hit the accelerator and flicks it back inside. The miracle pass. Farmworth knocks it on as he goes to ground, trying to dive on it. Can't quite hang on. So 3 minutes and 8 seconds to go. You think it's all but done for certainly this game in terms of the result. Hey, Patrick, go the Dolphins, he says. They're going to get up, I would think, and take a minor miracle. Although Josh Addo-Carr's trying to crack open the defence. He's brought down just outside the 20. He'll play 22 out from the line, 4 in from touch on the left edge. Not a lot of imagination about that attacking play, and Russell will be brought down 28 out from the line, 10 in from touch. Now they're bringing a couple of passes across. Moses drifting. It's a ball for Twiddle, who runs into Nikorima, Ponu, and Also Plath. They'll come the short side with De Silva for Moses. Back underneath for Penasini, up and over the 40. Flegler holds on, drags him down with the help of Knowles and Nicarima. 2 minutes 20 to come. Big thanks to all of you for tuning in along the run here. Another great game of footy. Been really delivering this NRL season, I feel. Moses will go to the air with a torpedo bomb. Midfield torpedo bomb. Oh, they're going to say 6 more. Play that. Here's Volkman, a minute 58. Little shuffle step, starter step, skips away. Katoa wraps him up. 150 to go. The Eels dare to dream here. Luca Moretti's going to try and barge through the front door. He's smashed onto his back by a couple of defenders there in Ponu and Max Plath. Now Pryke, a little juggle, nearly left it behind him. He'll play it now. 15 out from the line, is it? No, 6 out from the line. Sorry, looking the wrong side of the 10. 6 out from the line. Moses, little tap on, in behind. Farmworth picks it up. Loose ball. Herbie Farmworth shut the gate. He's away over the 50, over the 40. They're going to give chase, but they're not going to catch him. And he will seal it with a 6th try for the Dolphins out wide. Herbie Farmworth. The Fox tried to get there, but he just was a little too late. Farmworth gets his 2nd. And it is 32 points to 16. The Dolphins seal this one. With 1 minute and 5 seconds on the clock. There'll be a little more play to be had, but that'll be essentially the core of what we've got. What about that? The miracle pass out the back. It sat on the turf, and then Farnworth on his bike, accelerating away. Sean Russell tried to give chase. Josh Addo-Carr. He just arrived a couple of metres too late. Give him another 20 and he'll probably run him down. If it's over 110 instead of 90, I think the Fox has got him. But the English flyer gets himself home and gets it done here. It should have been Finifawaki, Ash. We've been robbed. Farnworth gets a double. They go with Asarko's double. Cobbo's trying his 100th game, and Max Plath coming off the bench after originally being named in the starting lineup to get a try. He's run for 250 metres tonight, 9 tackle busts, 4 offloads, 2 tries and a try assist. That'll be some serious Supercoach numbers, I would have thought. Somewhere up around the 140 or so, probably. I think 2 tries and a try assist is getting close up into the 40s without anything else, let alone all the run meters, the tackles and everything else. Patrick's a happy man, a happy camper. So, conversion attempt to come here, 32 points to 16. Excuse me. Late in this one, and some of the Eels and Dolphins fans are making their way out of Suncorp Stadium already. Sarko curling it from the touchline, and he slots it. How about that? Gives a point to someone in the crowd who's been giving him a bit of feedback. And I think that will be all she wrote, will it? No, maybe not. Maybe we will have a kickoff still. 34 points to 16. The Dolphins just gathered on halfway. That will be full time. So 6 tries to 3. Double to Asarko, double to Farmworth, single to Cobbo, single to Plath. 5 from 6 conversions for Jermaine Asarko, Brian Kelly, Ronald Volkman and Kelma Tuolangi, the try scorers for the Eels. 2 from 3 for Mitch Moses. Big thank you to all for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel, and we'll see you again soon. We'll be back in the morning, Australian Eastern Standard Time, 5 a.m. Wigan versus Wakefield. And then we'll be back tomorrow afternoon, the Knights and Manly. Big rivalry game. And then the Warriors and the Bunnies. Crucial game for the finals race. Both those games actually have plenty of permutations in terms of the finals. So make sure to come in, jump in, get tuned in. Thanks, G. Good to see you again. We'll look forward to seeing you soon. Look forward to seeing all of you soon. Patrick, good to see you, my friend. Good. Thanks for coming to both streams tonight. We'll see you all soon. As I said, hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you all again very, very soon.